Hello, everyone. I haven't seen you for a while, so I thought I'd jump on here. You know me, just like, send you a little video from time to time. I wanted to jump on here to bring this year to kind of some kind of closure. It's been quite a year, 2020. I'm sure you agree, and that we're all ready to start over. I want to share with you a couple of things, just an update on where I'm at, what's been going on this year. So in June, I created a membership for ladies and gentlemen, and it's called the Realizing You membership. And we have had the best time this past 6 months. I'm opening up the doors for new members to come in at the end of January. I'll be writing to you a little bit more about that. It's going really well. So, what is the Realizing You membership and what is it all about? Well, you know me. I have been going through a lot of healing for probably 30 years now, and more so in the past 3 years. Healing from my childhood trauma, healing from just moving forward and rebuilding myself from the bottom upwards, basically. After quitting I kept a few clients. I didn't completely quit my concierge business, but really I've evolved. There's been a lot of evolution going on the past 3 years. And what I've found in the membership group is that there are a lot of people on this path, and we're all in it together. And it's been so really cool to share some of a lot of the tools and things that I have to share with, that I've learned from, and to also connect people, have people come on and share their wisdom and teachings within the group. And next year is going to be a lot more about transformation. So this past 6 months we've been working, of course, a lot of it's been about healing, because that's what I personally have been going through. And I want to share with you a couple of the resources that we've used within the group and that are available within the group. And like I say, going into the new year, we're going to be doing a lot more on transformation and empowerment, essentially. So the things we've been looking at are, for example, this amazing book, Change Me, Prayers, and one in particular by Tosha Silver. I read a couple of her books. And what is really amazing in terms of, I'll leave it there for you to look at a second. What is really amazing in terms of the healing process? So a couple of things I'd like to mention. We cannot move forward without going to the shadow side. So we have to go back there and clean it out. And the reason being that everything we do and who we're being and the decisions that we make are all based on past, who we think we are, our limitations, the kind of the persona that we have created and that we believe ourselves to be. And we have to go back there to really clean it out in order to move forward, which is to do with this transformation process, which I have really come to terms with this year. So I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute in terms of the next year. But this, my friends, is the starting place. This is what I would say last summer I began reciting a particular poem called Change Me, a prayer poem by Tosha Silver. And it really is an experience of surrender. It's really like okay, here we go, let's just surrender. Because whilst ever we're trying to force things to happen, all it does is it creates resistance. In my group, we talk about laws of the universe. And if you don't know the laws, and if you don't really learn them and how to work with them, that resistance comes. And that's what I've been facing for quite a lot of years within my concierge business. So it really is a smart thing to do, to surrender, to just hand over to the divine, and really surrender to realizing that, we can't do this on our own. We can try, but we can't ultimately do this on our own. Healing comes when we allow the wisdom, the support, intuition, the divine timing to just take the reins. it may sound really, really difficult to kind of get that into one's head, but I'm telling you guys, this was the beginning for me of letting go. And since I've let go, everything's kind of fallen into place much, much better. So that's a really good starting place. That's one book for healing, because it just tells you, informs you, supports you with letting go and surrendering. Amazing. Another teacher that I've been following for a very long time, the amazing Carolyn Myss. I've read so many of her books. I do have an account with Audible, which for those of you who may find time a little bit difficult, and motivation and really like just like to be able to put on Audible and listen to these kind of incredible books, this kind of nurture for the brain. In fact, yeah, so Tosha Silver, the first one I read of hers was, I think it was about money, like it's not yours anyway, something like that. Like money is not ours personally, it belongs to the divine. That one is definitely on Audible. This one I don't think has made it to Audible yet, but Carolyn Myss has a ton of books on Audible. And again, I had my headphones on, repeat, 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 just drilling, not just Carolyn Myss. I was learning a lot about from Dr. Joe Dispenza about the brain, Dr. Wayne Dyer, just his beautiful wisdom, spirituality, just drilling my brain with healing, and optimism. And I mean, I'm an optimistic person naturally, but just like connecting the dots. And I'm going to come back to more about what I've learned from this next teacher. So this one isn't available on Audible yet, but it is amazing, and it's to do with, I mean, Carolyn Myss is amazing in terms of you know, her intuitive work, and she works a lot with the chakras, or she used to, and now she teaches all the time essentially. So a lot of her books are quite medical intuition based, but really to do with now specifically, she's moved on to talk a lot more about prayer. And going back to this one, is that for me, she kind of puts all the science behind it and the mysticism, which I really admire. I think she's an awesome teacher, and just an amazing guide, you know, mystical, you know, she's so smart, so intelligent also. So can't recommend Carolyn Myss enough. And in this book you have, so there's lots of little, these are her personal poems that she's now sharing with the world. And yeah, just profound, simple, I call her Mama Myss. Like, she's just reminds me so much of my mum and that wisdom. And Carolyn Myss is able to put that into words in such an extraordinarily profound way. So I highly recommend her work for sure. So I'm kind of showing you this in terms of sequence. So that was really to do with healing. She just is awesome. She's very, this is how it is, no question about it. So she's amazing to listen to and learn from in terms of healing, but also in terms of like, it is what it is. So just get on with it, you know. This very much this kind of understanding the body, the energy centers in the body, and how that's and how they're connected to the mystical realm. Very, very educational work that she does. So I highly recommend that too. And then one book I'm going to leave till last, but this one is quite a new one to me. However, the teacher isn't. Robert Ohato, he has worked a lot with Carolyn Myss. I think she was even like, you know, he learned from her quite a lot. He is awesome. He is an intuitive, he's an astrologer, an intuitive astrologer. Again, he doesn't really do one-to-one readings now, but he teaches mostly. This is one book that he's written. As far as I'm aware, he's only written the one. But I learned recently, and we've been doing this, going through this in detail within our group, about the Holocompass horoscope, which really is a horoscope system for today as well, because we are so different to the medieval kind of horoscope that was. So he goes into a lot of depth. He does many free trainings and things and information on YouTube, on his YouTube channel. But this book is really cool, and it really is about, you know, the fact that we have a choice ultimately, in terms of just being in the drift, allowing life to go by as it is, or we take charge of it and really embrace our destiny, which is a place that we, you know, it's on the other side. It kind of looks scary. It's a place that we don't know, which is why it feels it's outside of our comfort zone. So, and the way that he teaches it in one of his teachings, which I believe is just about to end as a free offering to the world, but it is absolutely fascinating, and I'll share a couple of things very quickly with you on that. Was in Hollow Compass Astrology. He did a huge training for about 2 hours on the sun signs and our moon signs. In fact, the moon signs he didn't cover in the free training. They're within his membership. But I will share with you that the he offers also, I believe, still a free birth chart on his website. And basically the Hollow Compass, the reason it's different is that we have a lot of new planets in the solar system now that are included in the way that he does his readings and the way he presents things. And on the birth chart, you know, our personal birth chart, it's actually profoundly more fascinating than you may realize. So the moon represents the house that the moon is in when we're born, represents the soul. So it really is like where we've come from. And those patterns, those archetypal patterns are within us. We bring those into this lifetime. So it's a big part of who we are, what we're bringing from the previous lifetime. And going forward is our sun sign. So for example, I'm a Libra. I always believed that I was like, oh, you know, I'm a bit out of balance. I'm supposed to be in balance. Like thinking that everything that I'm supposed to be as a Libra is, you know, that is like who I am. But the truth is it's not. The sun sign, who we are in terms of Scorpio, Pisces, whatever you are, is our destiny. That is our destination in this lifetime. So, and learning about the archetypal patterns within that is deeply important, and he goes into that in great depth because and I can't begin to tell you how profoundly true this is, and there were many other elements within all of that that he spoke about, and not just true for me, for like the thousands of people that are following him. It's extraordinary, guys, like really. And within our membership we've been covering this, so we've been covering all the moon signs, the ascending signs. Really, it helps us really to understand not only ourselves, but relationships and why we chose to be in this life with certain people. It's super comforting in many ways, and it just joins so many dots. It helps us with forgiveness. It's just empowering. It's one of the intuitive elements that we speak a lot about within our group. And this is just not esoteric, guys. This is profoundly true, like from, you know, in terms of the universe, how these patterns of behavior, it's what we live. It truly is what we live, and there's absolutely no denying it. It is extraordinary. And then the last one I want to jump into and mention today is leadership. This, Michael Strasnar, I met Michael 3+ years ago when I was doing my business training. I'm in another training with him now, and I have turned an extraordinary corner. Basically, I've spent the last 6 months in healing, specifically with the membership group, and in the new year we're going into working a lot more from leadership, from creation, from intentional living, from setting intentions and following them through and making sure they happen, empowerment, really bringing everyone into the present moment so that we can begin moving forward. So we're going to be doing less on the healing front. However, within the membership, there's a lot of resources and tools in there that we've, you know, are there for people that are going through this kind of, you know, building the awareness and healing stage, which I think for, you know, us all at some point, you know, healing opportunities, you know, we're always going to bugger it up. We're always going to have another opportunity to get back up again and be resilient and start over. But what is true of really stepping into our personal empowerment and leadership and authenticity is that we have this extraordinary opportunity to make conscious decisions moment by moment going forward, rather than falling backwards into old patterns of behavior. With the healing work that we've done, it really is time to lay that to rest. And I know that with that comes a certain amount of like I said, there is shadow work to be done, but it is possible, my friends, to reach a point where you've done all the work that you can, truly, and move forward. And if one continues doing the work and not really clearing it out, then that's a choice. It is a choice to stay stuck like that. And I know that there's fear around really doing the work and moving forward, but you know what, whether it's work that's going to, whether it's making choices going forward that are empowering you, cleaning out and empowering yourself forward, there will be consequences, but they're good consequences. And with that empowerment, when one realizes that it's something you've made, it's been a bad decision, then we have an opportunity to choose again. And we will fall down again, and then we have an opportunity to stand back up and choose again. So it really is about embracing this empowerment. It's just an extraordinary life if we can choose to do that going forward and taking responsibility. And it means that we have to let go of blame, and we have to step into forgiveness. We have to learn to forgive ourselves. There's a huge amount in that. It's deep. It doesn't have to be deep, and it's actually extraordinarily freeing once we decide to let go. So I am deeply encouraging everyone going forward now to step into their personal empowerment, to forgiveness, to embracing the power that we all have, because we all have this opportunity to find our purpose, our true purpose, our calling. It's not possible to continue healing forever. We have to step into our leadership, because there are a lot of people out there who need us, including our family, including our children, including our communities. We have an obligation to do that. And I've learned an extraordinary amount from this guy, from Michael Strassner, from Shanda Sumter, my business coach, in terms of leadership. I am working with people now going forward absolutely from that point of view, that they are ready to step it up for themselves and really start creating the life that they want. So that's the kind of work that we're doing within the membership. So like I said, we're relaunching, we're opening the doors at the end of January. If you'd like to join the membership now, and for the month of January, up until the membership doors open to let people in officially, you are more than welcome to come in and have a little look around the membership for free, absolutely no cost to you, no obligation. In fact, what will happen, I can send you a link for you, just all the access codes, so you can have a look around the membership. And what will happen at the end of January 31st, 2021, is the access will just end unless you reach out to me or you join and tell me that you'd like to join. Then it will just literally come to an end, so you don't have to do anything. But what it will do is it will give you an idea of an opportunity to go in and look at what we've been up to. All of the past recordings, the live calls they're all in there, and resources. So what is the membership? So the membership is, there's an introduction at the beginning, basically, of where everyone's at in terms of the 3 stages in our life, whether it's illusion, which I'm actually going to change a few things in there, because it is an illusion to be stuck, but it's more about gaining the awareness. So you'll see that there's a lot more to empower us forward. It's about becoming aware that we're stuck in this illusion. So there's an awareness stage, the surrender stage. Tosha Silva. Powerful word, surrender stage. And then living intentionally empowered, which is what you know, all of the resources that I will put in there in the interviews and the live trainings that we have, it's all about empowering you. It's about getting you out of being stuck. So, you know, there are lots of people sharing those tips and tools. It's a holistic health and wellness, spirituality kind of soup of amazing information to empower you. We have a live call together with myself once a month. And yeah, and then we have live calls as and when they come up. We also, for those of us where possible, we have, for example, in Paris last week, we had a little get together and we did some yoga together and had lunch. Which was lovely. I know but we had to do it in live in person because it was a Joe Dispenza meditation. It was quite deep, and it's not something that we could share online. That said, there are some experiences and get-togethers from time to time, yoga practices, meditations, where we can be together online in a group, in a Zoom call. So there are lots of kind of things coming up for the new year. Like I said, a lot of people coming in to teach and to share with us their wisdom. And it really is an empowering membership forum for ladies and gents who are ready to step into just like a new year, a new person, a new life. It can be however far you want to take it. Truly, it's a community of like-minded souls who are we're all here to hold each other up high and support each other with standing in our empowerment. Like, what is it that we want? And I've had a beautiful end to the year with the ladies who joined us this year, because you know, we all had a goal to set before the end of the year, and I've just been checking in with them all, and to see the transformation between June and December has been an absolute pleasure. I am so grateful for everyone that has joined, and just honestly, to do this work is just a privilege. It really is. And you know, it is for you, it is for me individually. However, when we really go into it and we start connecting and seeing, we're all the same, and we're all here for each other. And to share this information, to share this work, is just such a gift. And you know, to think that we could ever do this alone is crazy, because there is something energetically incredible about the group that we have. That we can be looking at each other in the Zoom meetings each month, and we are sharing something really unique, really nurturing, and just really graceful. And yeah, it's just a really great experience to be supported like that, to be able to support each other and to connect. It's awesome. So shoot me an email if you want to come and join the membership for free, for what's left of this month and next month, up until I open the doors for the membership. And I'll let you know when that happens anyway. It will be for 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's the 28th through until the 31st of January 2021. The doors will be open. So I'll send you more information on that. And again, if you want any more information on specific authors, this is just a few. Huh? This is like, we have covered a ton of stuff, from the mystical laws to just a load of stuff. So yeah, let me know if you want any more information, and you can of course reach out to me anytime anyway. Have a great day, and don't forget to follow me on all the social media, because there's going to be announcements coming up there as well about the membership and coaching and things like that. All right, have a great end to your year, and yeah, happy 2021 in advance. Enjoy the celebrations. Bye for now. Bye.